Welcome to the Nerd Talk podcast. I'm your host, Remington Keyes, and joining me today is Cody Blythe from, he's got a YouTube channel where he has a 90s podcast, am I right?
That, and I also work on Power Ranger stuff.
Cool. And also joining me today is other host, Aiden Keyes. We have three interesting topics today, and we'll start off with our first one, which is the passing of Leonard Nemoy. He's done really good projects like Star Trek. He starred in as Spock, and I believe he directed a few of them. We'll start off with Cody. How are you going to remember Leonard Nimoy's passing?
Well, when I heard about it, it was a shocking current event. You kind of expect it with, him being his age and all that, but he was also a smoker, and, it's sad, but, him being as popular as he is, it was a big loss to the Star Trek fandom.
Yeah, if I'm right, he's the only one who's actually been in every Star Trek episode, including the pilot.
And the newer movies.
Yeah, and the newer movies, too. He also won an Emmy for was it the animated series or something?
He was also a voice actor for Spock in the animated series, yeah.
Yeah. Aiden, what about you? Do you have any, special memories of Leonard Nimoy?
I guess we all know that we all like him because he is the guy from Spock. He's the guy who plays Spock and stuff back then. That's the guy that can do that weird theater thing. So, that's all I have to say. And he'll always be in my heart, and,
Yeah, we'll definitely remember Spock, Leonard Nimoy as he played him, and he was a pretty good director, too. He directed some of the best Star Trek movies.
He was also frequent in The Simpsons.
Yeah, he did a lot of cameos, like in the Monorail episode. Any final thoughts on him?
No. I guess we just should all remember him for who he was.
Cool. The next topic is the Power Rangers fan film. Have both of you seen it?
I watched it, yes.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard good and kind of bad reviews on it.
Jason David Frank said that he wanted it more PG-13, that he was approached to be in it, and he did not said no because of it being too dark. I know you, Cody, you have problems with Jason David Frank, right?
There's a few things I don't like about the guy. I've had personal experiences as well as friends of mine who have had personal experiences with him. He was very opinionated about the recent situation with Ricardo Medina. It just seems like he has a lot of, negative opinions towards something and seems to think only about his career and what's good for, Saban.
Yeah, he lied because from what I heard from Mr. Weenie Productions is that he wasn't asked to be in there, and even the director said that he wasn't even asked to be in the movie, so I don't even know why he even came out and said that he was asked,
Right. Well, his true colors show at some points, but, as far as the fan film goes, I encourage anybody who's a fan of the show to do their own version and actually become, very talented at what they can do as far as filming goes. But the question is, did Power Rangers need to really go as far as it did with this fan film?
I didn't enjoy the fan film very much, and I didn't even know there was Rocky in there, To me, it didn't feel like Power Rangers. It felt like some action film that like a generic action film, you know?
It felt like they were trying to take the Dark Knight-esque type thing and kind of mix it with some kind of Transformers and elements of what we're used to today. It was different, and the one thing I didn't like about it is that they really hit home with a lot of things, especially the funeral scene for the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
It was really tasteless. I didn't like that they killed off every Ranger, basically. Rocky was a rogue, Ranger. He was picking a different side to, he was questioning his past as a Ranger, and it was really different. I didn't like the drugs and sex and all that stuff that was used in it.
Yeah, I felt like it wasn't necessary.
It just seemed like it was, when people ask fans, or when people say they want a darker version of something, you can make things dark and not go that far. I mean, look at the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
There's no lick of drugs or sex or at least not really in deep into the sex type thing. But it's just one of those things that needs to remain a childhood memory, or it needs to remain kid friendly.
Yeah. I just didn't like it. It just didn't feel like Power Rangers to me. It didn't have enough Power Ranger-esque scenes.
It felt like it was almost a military type thing.
Yeah, and I didn't find out till after the movie, talking to other people about it, that the main character there was Rocky. It just didn't seem like one of his character traits in the show.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't like it. Did you like it, overall?
Who, me?
Yes.
I can't say I liked it or disliked it. I liked it because, someone was actually trying to incorporate their own vision of the movie, or of the Power Rangers, but I disliked it because of the way it went.
Yeah.
You gotta admit there are some parts of Power Rangers history that have been darkened sometimes, like Zordon's death, or, the RPM, at the finale of RPM. It just seems like I said, there's a difference between being dark and then being really, really, really dark.
Yeah. Well, being dark and then being adult,
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to our final topic, which should take up quite a amount of time. That's why I didn't put a lot of news on here. Favorite 90s cartoon. We'll start off with Aiden this time because we let Cody go first last time. Aiden, what's your favorite 90s cartoon?
Favorite 90s cartoon? I would have to pick, probably Rugrats.
Why?
Because Rugrats is one of those cool shows that takes place with babies and it's all funny and action and stuff. Action, but funny.
I would have to go with, for favorite 90s cartoon, would be Kablam. I really liked Kablam with Action League Now and June and I can't remember the other guy's name. Henry, I think it was June and Henry, and they had some comedic stuff together. What about you, Cody? What do you have for a favorite 90s cartoon?
Well, if you guys know me, I'm a pretty big 90s collector, and I own pretty much every legit DVD release of certain 90s shows. If I were to pick one, it has to specifically be a cartoon, or... Yeah,
just cartoon for right now.
Well, if I had to pick my favorite, probably Batman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, that was good.
A close second would probably be Spider-Man the Animated Series. I can't really pick or choose because, I like a lot of Nickelodeon shows that I own on DVD, and Pokemon, of course, being one of them.
Yeah, I just started rewatching Pokemon, actually, from the beginning.
It's just really